This is Bob Byrnes, Mayor of the City of Marshall. With me is Dr. Steve Meister, Chief Medical Officer at Avera Marshall and a Marshall City Council member, and Scott Monson, Superintendent of Marshall Public Schools. We're here again. Today is Thursday. We are giving an update, as we have over the past week, on where we're at with the COVID-19 coronavirus situation as it affects the City of Marshall. As a number of people know, as probably everyone knows, there's a number of closures. On Wednesday of this week, I did sign an emergency declaration for the City of Marshall. What that does is positions the city to implement our emergency operations plan. That allows us to do a number of things in preparation, in anticipation of what might be needed. So we're doing a number of things, all in anticipation of what might happen. It's really good preparation. That's what we're all about with our emergency operations plan. That emergency declaration is effective for 3 days, and then it needs to be extended by the full City Council. For that reason, there is a emergency City Council meeting that will be held tomorrow noon. That will be held at our Emergency Operations Center, which is at the Merit Center on north side of Marshall. So that's where the City Council meeting will be held tomorrow at noon. We will not open that to the public because, again, we're following the CDC guidelines of no more than 10 gathered. So the City Council will connect by distance technology, by phone. It'll also be rebroadcast or broadcast at that time through a variety of venues, through cable access television, available in VAST and Charter and Apple TV and Roku and on the city web pages, and we'll post those on the screen at this time. So we also will have a regular City Council meeting on Tuesday, the 24th of March coming up, and I anticipate we will follow the same procedure for that meeting. We do have a public hearing that's scheduled that evening, so we're going to make special provisions that the public can provide input at the public hearing without being there, and those affected property owners on South First Street will be notified. I'll come back and talk about a few other closures, a few other decisions of the City of Marshall, but I want to turn to Dr. Steve Meister to give a medical update locally and in the region. Steve?
Thank you, Bob. So again, as of today, March 19th, 2020, there are no active cases of COVID-19 in Lyon County. There's lots of rumors, folks, and rumors fly in the absence of concrete information, and heck, even in the presence of concrete information, sometimes rumors still fly. But I assure you, I do not know, and I'm also the medical director for Southwest Health and Human Services Public Health. We, as of today, have no cases. Now that said, there's lots of testing that you've heard in the media is not going on anymore. We are still testing here for appropriate cases. Again, 1-877-AT-AVERA will guide you if you need to be tested or not. If you have a cough that's new, changed, have a fever, and are worried or have somebody in contact or travel still is the recommendation, call that number 877-AT-AVERA, but it will soon come to the point where people will just call those numbers, and that's okay for right now. We currently have a drive-up testing over at the Ambulatory Surgery Center at the Carlson Street Clinic. Appropriately screened people are urged to go there. Please, we are screening at the hospital. Please be patient with us. Understand that that screening is for your health and a lot for our health. You know, we are the healthcare force. When people get sick, we are necessary. When this disease comes to Marshall, and it will, unfortunately, my healthcare providers, from the doctors and the nurses all the way down to the housekeepers, need to be safe. We need to protect them, because if they stop, there's nobody here to take care of you. So please listen to our screeners, follow their guidelines. If they ask you to wear a mask, please wear a mask. We're restricting to one visitor now. These are strange times. We do that because more than one visitor puts everybody at risk, including the patient, the visitor, and again, the healthcare staff. So we're asking you to just comply with my staff at the front door and the screeners, and help us. The other thing I really want to encourage people to not do is to hoard. Things are going to be okay. Lots of changes are being made, but when people go out and can't buy toilet paper, that's an issue. We all need to eat. We all need to use the bathroom. This disease does not cause diarrhea, and we can still get our supplies. Social distancing at Marshall right now, we're not on absolute lockdown, and even in those places, you can still go out and get your necessary supplies for living, food, clothing items, toilet paper, etc. So again, as of today, right now when I'm speaking, there are no active cases. If you're concerned, 877-AVERA, and just stay calm and enjoy each other. There's a lot of good stuff happening too. We've got lots of good stories of people being kind to one another, and this is kind of that time to do that. So be kind, don't be grumpy, stay calm.
Scott?
Yesterday, Wednesday, March 18th, was our first day that we did not have students as part of the State of Minnesota Department of Education mandatory school closures until March 27th, and then we'll see what happens. We still have staff reporting to the schools for a variety of reasons. One is because we need to and are doing planning to be ready in case starting on March 30th we'll need to be teaching via some of the things that Mayor Byrnes talked about, technology. And that's going to take a lot of work on our staff members' behalves to make it happen, but they understand that, and they are all working very hard to make sure that if or when we need to do that beginning on March 30th, we will be ready to do that. And certainly if or when that happens, there will be some bumps and some challenges and some things that we're going to have to revise, but we will work through those. Yesterday was also the first day that we were able to provide meals to any student in Marshall, regardless of where they go to school, age 18 and under, between 11 and 2. We're going to continue that on weekdays through the rest of this week and next week. 11 o'clock until 2 o'clock, pickup locations at the middle school, St. Stephen Lutheran Church, Holy Redeemer, and I'm drawing a blank on the other one, but it's on our website. We want to get that word out. We understand that we want to provide meals to our students, so it's called Grab and Go, where in each bag there is one breakfast, one lunch, and a snack. And I think yesterday we served maybe 218 of those, so we hope that number continues to increase. And we're working with our partners, Taher and Southwest Coaches, to make that happen. And then yesterday was also the first day that we were able to provide childcare services for children ages 4 through 12 of many of the folks who work with and for the City of Marshall and Avera and other healthcare entities in our community. So if you are emergency personnel or a healthcare provider and you need assistance with childcare, please reach out to us at the school. There's a lot of information on our website, which is www.marshall.k12.mn.us, or give us a call at 537-6924. We're just looking forward to continuing to be able to serve our students and our families and help prepare for March 30th and beyond if we need a distance learning plan.
Thank you, and as mayor, I just want to say how much I appreciate both the school and the Avera Medical and all the components of our emergency operations plans all working well together, and so things will be well when we're working well. Just a couple other updates. We have a number of closures that have been well publicized. That includes our senior center, that includes the Red Baron Arena, that includes classes at the Merit Center, basically any event where over 10 people are congregating. We have needed to cancel that. That's in accordance with the CDC guidelines. Our city offices are still open. We do encourage people, if they have reason to come to the city offices, which is located at the temporary location at SMSU, that they call ahead, make an appointment, and then determine, do you need to come, or is it something that could be handled over the phone? I should also say this is, we're filming this at about 9:30 in the morning on Thursday, March 19th, and as We've said before, as everyone knows, by this afternoon, by tomorrow, maybe things are changed. So know that this is the situation as we see it right now. We will provide additional updates as they're necessary in the future. If people have questions, need more information, again, contact for school information, contact Marshall Public Schools. Avera information, health information, contact Avera Marshall. City information, contact the City of Marshall. With that, we thank everyone.